Hey y'all, we're back in the kitchen, or as it is, I'm still in the kitchen. I've been making my pineapple cheese ball. I believe that one will come out before this. So if you miss that recipe, you're going to want to go check that out. And I'm just a mess. I'm a mess. I've been to the gym, and this is what we got today. This is what we got going on. And I'm trying to get things done for our family Christmas, which is tomorrow. So a couple things that I pretty much always take: my mom's pineapple cheese ball, and my granny's. My Where's that recipe? Yep, where is it? Hold on, here it is. Um, Dixie's playing with her squirrel. Hold on, you want to see? Show him your squirrel. That's her fox, and that's her squirrel, and she loves both of them very much. And Bonnie does not mess with him, which is a good thing, because when Duke tries to mess with him, she tries to tear his face off. So, yeah, I know. It's yours. It's all yours. The squirrel dog loves her squirrel. Bonnie, we just love you for being you because you're so precious. Say, I'm 14 years old, and I'm still hanging in there. And I'm the best girl. My two best girls. Okay. Okay, where were we? I was about to tell you what else we're getting ready to make. So I always make the pineapple cheese ball, and then I make my granny's. So this is my Granny Grace's recipe card that she wrote out in her own handwriting. She gave me and my cousin a box with all of her so many of her best recipes handwritten, and she did this when she was in her 70s before she died, and it's I just can't explain. I'll start crying. I can't explain how special they are to me. So anyway, this is one, her ham and cheese rolls. She was a caterer on the side. She had many jobs. She was a single mom. Her husband died. My granddaddy died when my dad was 5. So she raised her 3 children all by herself. I mean, she had family that helped, but she raised them. She never remarried. She never even dated. She was just because she was afraid that nobody would treat her kids the way that her own husband would. And anyway, there's just so much there. She was just an amazing, amazing woman that I miss very much, especially this time of year. My most special memories growing up were Christmas Eves. Christmas is at my Granny Grace's. So anyway, okay, didn't know that was coming, but that's where we are. All right, so today we're going to make her ham and cheese rolls. And I'm actually making some to eat tonight, and then I'm making a batch to take tomorrow. So, and let me tell you, it's a good recipe. I'm doubling this, so I'm doubling it tonight, but it calls for 1 stick. But we're starting with 2 sticks of butter. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, that's going to be good. All right, so we're going to melt that butter with some mustard and poppy seeds, and I got to chop a little onion, and then get some Worcestershire, some Worcestershire. Yep, all that. And then cheese and the rolls, and I'm going to show you how we put it together. Oh, so good, y'all. It is so good. If you've never made these, you're just going to have to do it, okay? And the ham. I didn't talk about the ham, but there's ham too. Okay, let's get going. All right, we're going to put this butter in here and get it melting while I chop the onions. Okay, that's what we're doing. I already thawed it a little bit in the microwave because it was actually frozen. So that's good. All right, guess what time it is? I'm gonna do this. My hands are wet, and I got it really full, so I might have to actually just get a little traction. It's not done. It's not done. Just kidding. I put too much in there. It's not the puller's fault. It's the puller. It's not this. It's the other puller's fault. Come on, Mayor. I'm actually going to do it just a little bit more. Oh my gosh. I just want to make sure it's really fine. You want this to be really fine, okay? Which is where one of these pull type choppers comes in handy, because it really, I mean, it's like minced. basically, if you want to call it that. And I do want to call it that, so that's where we're at. All right, it calls for 1 small onion, but like I said, I'm doubling this, so I'm actually using the majority of a large onion. That's what I'm using. Exactly what I had left over from making my pineapple cheese balls. So that worked out. Okay. Perfect. See, I didn't overload that one, so I gave it some room to breathe. I gave it room to chop. All right. Next, we need 3 tablespoons. I just bought them. I bought them today. Poppy seeds. For the last few times that I've made this, I actually have not been putting these in it, but I decided today do they smell? They don't really, I don't feel like they have a flavor, but maybe they do. For nostalgic sake, I wanted to do it just like Granny's. I wanted to be just like Granny's. 3 tablespoons seems like a lot. Okay, but I'm not going to question Granny. So I'm going to do like, I'm going to do 6. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. I'm doubling it. That's what I'm doing. It seems like a lot, but it's fine. It gives it some color and stuff. All right. And then we need 3 tablespoons of mustard. I prefer, where are you at? Nope, I don't keep my mustard in the fridge anymore because I don't have much fridge room. I've just never, I don't do that. But anyway, 3 tablespoons of mustard. So that would be like 6. So you could use regular mustard. You could use Dijon. That would actually be really good, probably better. But what I have is stone ground. So that's what we're doing. Okay, I think I'm on number 5. I can't talk and count at the same time, but I can make a mess. I can do that. All right. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire. I will never say it right till the day I die, and I'm not worried about it. Okay. So we're going to do 2 teaspoons because I'm doubling it. I will have the recipe, just the regular recipe, on the site, okay? And that will be linked in the description of the video. All right, so I'm going to use my little whisker that I love. I use this thing multiple times a day. That was perfect timing. The butter is all melted. It's a lot of poppy seeds. You see? All right. Is that everything? That's everything. All right. Now, we're going to put our sandwiches together. Let's get her done. I shouldn't say that, but sometimes it just comes out. Okay, for this recipe, I like to use the Hawaiian sweet rolls. This is a large pack because I got it at the at Sam's, at the club store. What do you call those places? Clubs. Wholesale club? Whatever. Anyway, I got it there. And I forgot I did that. So tonight, I definitely don't need 20 of these for 4 people. But anyway, so the recipe, or the regular recipe, the original recipe would be like for 12 rolls. So I'm just gonna cut some of these off, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the ones together for tomorrow and put them in the fridge. So that's another good thing. You can make them ahead, you can put them in the fridge, and then you can just warm them right before you're ready to serve them. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing some for tonight, some for tomorrow. Okay, I like to put them. Ooh, it's so loud. I know it was. I like to put these down like this. Okay, I like to do that, and then get my bread knife. These things are like stuck. They are like really stuck. Oh my gosh, lost half of them. We're gonna do that, and like I say, I'm gonna cut half of these out. Don't need that. Don't need all that right now. And I'm just going to show y'all, we're going to do one of these together, okay? So to do this, you do have to cut these. You have to cut them in half, but I'm going to do that. Sometimes I really struggle and they get all like half of them are really not even is what I'm trying to say. But you know, you just do the best you can. Trust me, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. They're still going to have all the things on them and they're still going to taste amazing. Okay. So once we get them like that, I just will flip these over. I didn't cut that one very well, did I? No, you didn't, Mare. Okay. You can do that, and then you can just take that little piece and just eat it. Okay? All right. So I got this stuff. Remember, I only want like half of it, but I want to put it. I'm going to use a spoon this time. Yeah, this works really good. I'm going to put it on both sides, okay? Trust me. Y'all, if you've never had these, you've just got to trust me on this. Now, of course, if you don't like onion, that might be a problem, but, you know, I can't help that. All right. We're going to do that. We're doing that. All right. Now, we got 2 more steps. Not hard at all. Got to get into the cheese. Now, I will say this. My granny's recipe called for Swiss, and I said I was following the recipe to a T, but I'm not because I don't have Swiss. I have provolone, and I already had this, and groceries are expensive, and I didn't want to buy more cheese that I might not eat. So if I could get into it, it'll be really exciting because then I'll be able to finish the recipe. Wow, they make things so hard. They make them, everything's childproof. All right. So we're going to layer the cheese like so. Just no rhyme or reason. It's fine. Just go with it. I got to save some for the other ones. I got some other cheese for the other ones. All right. Hopefully I got enough. Oh, wow, Mare. You're going to be cutting it close. Okay. All right. And then, okay, this is probably going to gross some people out for some reason. No, it probably will. I don't get surprised anymore about anything. But anyway, I'm just using this like old school like cooked ham. Okay. I don't really buy that. I never buy this except for like this recipe because that's what my granny used. You can use whatever kind of ham you want. You can use deli meat. You can get the special deli meat. I don't care. But you could also just buy the cheap cooked ham and you could just make it with it and it'll still be good. And you can just put out of your mind all the preservatives and everything in here that's bad for you. Okay. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to put like, did you say how many? First bite Pepperidge Farm along with cheese and ham. Sandwich ham. She just called it sandwich ham. I mean, this used to be the only kind of ham you could get, right? There was none of this fancy carved, specially sliced. Well, maybe there was. I don't know. But not at my house. There wasn't. That would have been too expensive. Okay. So I'm going to do like a sheet of 2. I'll show you. Okay. We got our Christmas clock going off. This is what I'm doing. You see how I did that? It's really, well, let's see. You know what? I'm going to do 3. We're just going to be wild and crazy. We're just going to load it up. All right. And then we're going to do this. Well, no, we're going to go this way. You with me? You with me? Stay with me. Okay. Woo! See how that works? And then, since you got your full there, you can just wrap it up. Make a nice little cocoon for it. A little blanket. A little roll blanket. Okay? Then we're going to put these in the oven. And we're actually going to do that now. We're going to put them in the oven. She said 400 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to put my other ones together. I won't make you watch that. I'm going to put my other ones together, put them in the fridge. So they'll be ready to take tomorrow. And we're going to be good. Yeah, okay. We're getting this done, y'all. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. Okay, our sandwiches are done. So I'm just going through and cutting them with the bread knife so we can separate them easily. And then I'm going to show you what we got. Okay, y'all. This is what we have. A little ham Sammy. Sammy. It's so good. It's so good. It truly is. Okay. These go really well as a side for soups. That's what tonight I'm going to do some oyster stew. We just got some oysters. They also, I do them like with clam chowder. They also can just be like just on their own or perfect for an appetizer tray. For appetizer, that's what we're doing tomorrow night for the Christmas. For our families, for our family Christmas, we just all bring different appetizer type things, handheld things. Perfect for like a potluck, church. A perfect thing to like take to somebody because they refrigerate well and reheat well in the microwave. They're just really good. They're really handy. See what I did there? I'm dropping stuff. Anyway, all right. Get your little ham and cheese sandwiches on if you haven't made these before. And if you have, and it's been a long time, then here's your reminder of how good they are and that you probably want to try them again. All right. Until next time, happy cooking.